Welcome. What I want to do is go over how to work with files for QuickBooks when you're taking the Accounting with Micro computer class. When you purchased your book, you will notice that it came with two DVDs. One of them being the QuickBooks software, the other one being the student data file. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of QuickBooks. You will go ahead and install QuickBooks onto your computer, and then you will get a shortcut for QuickBooks Premier Accountant Edition 2014. That particular shortcut will appear on your desktop. The other one, if you go ahead and put it in, that will have your student data files. In the lower left-hand corner, you're going to notice an icon that looks like a folder. That's your File Explorer. So if you click on that, what you will see are all the different drive letters that are in your computer. Over on the left-hand side, if it's not expanded, it'll say this PC, you can expand it. You can see your drives down, your drive letters on the left-hand side as well. So it doesn't matter which way you go into the DVD, but over here you will see mine comes up with a drive letter E. Yours might be a different drive letter. But if you go ahead and you open this, you will notice, and all I did is click, student data files. If I double click on that, you'll see all the data files that are needed. So there's no reason that you have to go out to the website to go ahead and get these files. What we're going to do is transfer them into a folder on your flash drive. That's what I'm kind of requiring most of you to go ahead and purchase, because some of you work at home, some of you go to a computer lab, you may have multiple computers that you work on, so that's your easiest way to go ahead and deal with your files is store them on the flash drive. If you want to store them on your computer and you're only going to be working on one computer, that is okay too, and you can create a folder there as well. But what I'm going to do is kind of talk about these just a little bit. You have the Chapter 1 data starter file, the Chapter 2's data starter file, and so forth. Each one of these you're going to use to start each of the chapters. So you start with a very fresh file, no errors. You're going to go ahead and restore this file. We also have a Project 1 data file. You notice that there are no Project 2, Project 3, Project 4. So I'm going to talk about that in another video. What I want to do is store them onto a flash drive. So what I'm going to do is plug my flash drive into a computer. And what will happen is that flash drive will automatically open. You'll notice right now I have nothing on that particular flash drive. I'm just going to go ahead and close it. On the far left, you will notice that it picked up the drive letter O. Again, I can go ahead and click it, and it says this folder is empty. What I want to do is create a couple folders. I don't have to use this just for the accounting class. If it's large enough, I can use it for all my classes. Right up on the top here, it says New Folder. I can click there, ACCT105. If I have another class, I can click this again, create another folder, or just simply right-click, New, and Folder, and then go ahead and give that folder a name. On the far left here, you notice sometimes it'll say Lexar or I don't know what the other ones are, but you'll see different names of SanDisk, whatever. You can right-click on there and say Rename. And I'm going to go ahead and call this Gardner USB. Okay. I can name it whatever. I can name it classes. I can name it Bay classes, whatever I want. But I find it easier when I go ahead and plug my flash drive in, looking at a name rather than just Lexus or SanDisk or whatever there. What I'm going to do is go back to the DVD that was given to me from the publisher. These student data files, I'm going to go ahead and copy on down to my flash drive. But what I want to do is expand my flash drive so that I can go ahead and see the folders that I created. Student data files, right-click, simply drag. I'm just holding down my right mouse button and dragging down to ACCT105, and I can say copy here. Now what I can do is I can say, copy and paste, I could do that as well. Now it's going to take a little bit of time to go ahead and put all these files down onto that flash drive, depending on the speed of the computer and the speed of the actual flash drive itself. So we'll wait here while this is copying, and I'll just kind of put it into the lower right hand corner here so that I can see the status. I am going to go into Blackboard. Let's see if I can go ahead and if it'll leave me in here. Okay, just go ahead and log in to Blackboard. And the other files that are needed for this class will be found under the how-to info and files needed. When you go ahead and click on that link on the left-hand side, you will notice I have the Chapter 1 reports, Chapter 2 reports, and so forth. These are the Go Digital files that are needed to go ahead and export all of your reports to. So what we can do is click on that first report. It'll say Open with Microsoft Excel. Now, if you do not have, if it does not say Open with Microsoft Excel, you might not have the Office suite on your computer. Guess what? It is free. You are taking a Bay College class. It is free to students. Take advantage of that. And you can go ahead and download it on up to 5 computers that you own. And you're not violating any of the license. Anyway, I have the Microsoft Excel, so I'm going to say Open with, say OK. On the top, it says Protected View. You just say Enable. And then I am just going to save it to my flash drive. I'm going to go File, Save As, onto my computer. I'm going to browse because this is the first time I've been there. On the left-hand side, I'm going to scroll down to Drive O, the one that I named Gardner USB, ACCT105, and I have a folder called Student Data Files. So I'm going to go ahead and go into there. On the bottom here, I just simply clicked, I want to go home, and I am going to give it a name. The naming convention is just simply your name, Chapter 1 reports. I don't need all this extra stuff. And then just press the Enter key or click on Save. That will go ahead and save your reports file to your flash drive. Now what you can do is you can do this for each one of them. I'm going to do it for the next one. Again, open with Microsoft Excel, enable editing, File, Save As, Computer, and now because I've been in it, it is actually the most recent one. Now if you don't have any pinned folders, then it will be at the top. But I have a number of pinned folders, so this one here is at the bottom of my unpinned folders. It'll say Student Data Files. You will see Drive O, ACCT105, and Student Data Files. If I just click in there, you will notice there's my Chapter 1 reports, and I give this one a name for Chapter 2. Oops, sorry about that. Just got done copying, probably. And I just go ahead and finish giving this a name. And press the Enter key or click on the Save. Again, you can go ahead and go down for each one. I'm going to go ahead and do the Chapter 4 because I'm going to later on do some lecture with the Chapter 4. Enable editing, File, Save As, Computer, Student Data Files, and I'm just kind of picking up the pace here. Gets a little bit faster as you go and you do more. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this one. Okay, so I'm going to also minimize that. Now, if I go out to my files again, and I go down to the Gardner USB, Accounting 105, here's my folder called Student Data Files. If I take a look at that, I have all the Data 1 starter files. I have the, now I've named this one wrong, so I'm just going to go back and put that in there. You'll notice you have the data 1, data 2, data 3. Here are my reports. There's the project, and here's some case problems down there. Now I have all the files copied to my flash drive that is needed for this particular class. If you have any questions, let me know. I will go ahead and create another video going over how to actually work with the data starter files for the chapter, and then how to work with exporting the reports to the Excel files. And then I will also go ahead and talk about in a separate video how to deal with the project files. Hopefully this helps, and now you have all your files at your fingertips on your flash drive. Thank you.